A few more details.
Hi, everybody. Have fun.
Into a brand new day here at HSN, and now it's going to be a super Sunday thanks to our amazing Andrew Lessman, who makes the world's finest vitamins. And in honor of the holiday season, he's doing something that he only does once a year and once a year only. But you know what? Not one or two, how about 3 today's specials? Andrew's going to give us a little sneak peek at just a couple of things that you can expect to see over the course of this next power hour. And of course, I can tell you for a fact, whether you're indulging in things you shouldn't be indulging in, maybe it's even a protein intensive diet, these are products that you're going to want. Or even if you're just taking that cold medication or a prescription medication, you need to sit back, listen, and learn about just part of what we have to offer. So let's do it. The man of the hour, the man who has made my life so much better, Andrew Lessman. Merry Christmas, Andrew.
Oh, we're a little early, but Merry Christmas, Shannon. Perfect Christmas gifts, though. If we're talking about our health, I guess it sounds trite, but we all say the best gift you could ever give anyone would be health. And it's hard to feel, it's hard to be happy, it's hard to enjoy life unless you have your health. So that's what we try to focus every year, a little bit before Christmas, a little before the holidays. We try to refocus a little and focus on health. And it's hard to enjoy the holidays without your very best health.
For sure. Andrew, I know it's kind of fun sometimes, I think, to give just a few little bullet points or nuggets of what to expect. Should we start with our PC liver, or where would you like to begin?
I think we'll speak for just a couple of minutes. The PC liver and brain, phosphatidylcholine is the principal building block of the brain, principal building block of our liver, the primary phospholipid in our brain. So what's wonderful, when we give the liver the care it needs, we're giving our brain the most important phospholipid it needs. So it's great to be able to just look at the way our body is designed and deliver to arguably 2 of the most important organs in our body. Some would say the 2 most important organs deliver phosphatidylcholine. And also, we'll be talking about our liver antioxidant extracts, which are plant-based ingredients that are proven to protect and detoxify the liver, help with liver tissue regeneration. So you see the charts there. Shannon, I'll let you go over the pricing.
Perfect. Thank you, Andrew. I'll keep this brief because the information is really what's gold in these shows. Remember, once a year and once a year only. Andrew used to do this in January, but he moved it up. Last year it was in November, but this is when we need it now. And this is the kind of pricing we can all appreciate because we're talking about the very building blocks and structure of the liver. $120, $360, biggest ever at $720. That's the one I look for, significant savings. And Andrew, again, I think a lot of us look for your liver antioxidants when it comes to that detox product, right?
And when you look at those products, in the large size, the PC liver and brain is about $1 a capsule. In the large size, the liver antioxidant extracts is about 20 cents a capsule in the large size. 2 expensive ingredients that become really affordable. Even better, if you get the bundle of, say, the 720 of PC and the 360 of liver antioxidant extracts, that's the bottom of that chart, a total of 1,080 capsules, that's 12 cents a capsule.
Wow.
So when you combine those 2 products, the large size of PC liver and brain and the large size of liver antioxidant extracts. By the way, both bundles are large sizes, and the smaller bundle, that's 540 capsules, and that ends up being less than 15 cents a capsule. So 2 very expensive products when we do these Today specials, and it wasn't January. And January, admittedly, it sort of made sense. It's after we've all had too much alcohol and rich food and all the different things we do over the holidays. But then I finally listened to the feedback I was getting, which said, why should we deal with things? What were some of the things I heard after the horse is already out of the barn? So why not provide the ingredients to support us when we do these less than ideal things over the holidays, or certainly things we know that challenge our liver, challenge our brain more than they do throughout the year. So this tends to be a difficult time of year. I think it was Charles Dickens who said it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. It's certainly the holidays are the best of times, but they certainly come with challenges. And liver antioxidant extracts, PC Liver and Brain are designed to help with the challenges.
They certainly are. And Andrew, I'm so sorry to interrupt because, you know, I certainly don't want to steal any thunder from my favorite products that you make, those being the liver. But of course, first time ever as a today's special, your famous Immune, and then the biggest size ever too, right?
Well, talk about a timely product. Our Immune Factors product is a product that we've very quietly offered. It's become one of my most popular products over the last couple of decades. It's not something that we give a lot of airtime to. Witness the fact that it's never been a Today Special. And today we have a 720 capsule supply. Never done that before. So it's a product that I think the average review, I think it's something like 4.84. It averages over 4.8. 90% of the reviews are perfect 5-star reviews. You won't find a more comprehensive immune support product than this, a more pure product, something that's designed to deliver benefits in terms of, it starts with the ingredients of my first immune product from over 30 years ago. That's our special vitamin C and our special B complex. Then echinacea and golden seal, and echinacea and then anthocyanin-rich black currant. And we hear about the benefits of elderberry and those anthocyanins. So we make sure you're also getting those anthocyanins. And then in the not too distant future, we have a number of different, by popular request, mushroom extracts coming out. And you get to see our immune mushroom blend appears in this product. So our new immune mushroom blend, easy for me to say, is blended into this product. So you get all of that, echinacea, golden seal, berberine. You get the anthocyanins that come with black currant. You're also getting our special immune blend of mushrooms. So you won't find a more comprehensive product. And we all know how important our immune system is. In fact, it is our singular barrier against the challenges that are going on around us. So we need to make sure, whether it's adequate sleep, proper diet, adequate hydration, we need to do all the right things to support our immune system. And what we put in our body has a direct impact. We often think negatively what we do has a negative impact, where it might be alcohol or things like that. But this is an opportunity to have a positive impact with what you put in your body in terms of your immune system function amid all the challenges that are going on right now.
Absolutely. So if you are just joining us, welcome to a Super Sunday. I'm just going to recap that pricing and that sizing on that PC liver. And then, of course, we'll get to liver antioxidants and then a full presentation of our immune that is also at today's special in just a few moments. But when you read the science, and Andrew's going to go through that, I have to say, also read the reviews, because I'm someone who has seen a measurable difference when using this product. And the truth of the matter is, while it's not a cure or treatment for anything, I'll just ask you a basic question. I mean, we all know that we don't exercise all caution all times in life, but even if you were leading a perfect life, you know, no medications, no heavy foods, no protein-intensive diet, our liver, you know, give a little gratitude, a little attitude of gratitude for your liver tonight. Remember, you can select it one time a year only pricing in 120, 360, or the one that I gravitate toward, and always the most popular is that 720. And then I know, just a little preview, we'll give full information about liver antioxidants. That's his detox. But most of you are going to the bundle. In fact, predominantly, most of you are going to that 720 360, in which case you're looking at 720 on the PC liver, phosphatidylcholine rather, and then the 360 on the liver antioxidants. Huge savings for today and today only. Andrew, it's not so small for me to say this has been a transformational product for me, actually both of these products. And you know, I think when you know better, you do better, but this is a product that works hand in hand with our good efforts, or even when we're not being so good. And I can't thank you enough. I truly give thanks for it every day.
Yeah, I would look at these ingredients as indispensable, whether you're making really terrible decisions every day, or even if you're making perfect decisions. You said it accurately, Shannon, before when you said, even if you do everything right, there is no underestimating the role and the work that our liver does, that our liver is intimately involved. In fact, our liver runs the show when it comes to all detoxification in the body. Every substance that comes into our body, whether it's going to be a medication we take, which most of us have to take medications, all those foreign chemicals need to be processed by our liver. whether it's lipid metabolism, cholesterol metabolism, whether it's protein metabolism, amino acid metabolism, the difficult chemistry in our body, which our body is defined by chemistry, most of it difficult, it's performed by our liver. Our liver basically deals with this industrial chemical environment that is our body and makes it palatable, makes it harmless, innocuous to us. So the liver deserves a bit of gratitude for all that hard work that it does on our behalf. And when we think about our liver, I mean, I have some charts here that talk about the size of the liver. The liver, it is our largest internal organ in our body. And when we look at our liver, it's 2% of total body weight. That's 355,000 square feet of membrane surface area where the work really gets done. And the equivalent of more than 6 football fields or more than 8 acres of membrane surface area in our liver. And don't forget also phosphatidylcholine of those 8 acres represents about 5 of those acres. So the name you see on the top of that chart, phosphatidylcholine, which is the focus of that product, that's 5/8 of the membrane surface area. It's also the primary phospholipid in our brain, and our brain is a phospholipid-based organ. So it's a primary molecule in our brain and our liver. This is what's crazy. Every minute, almost 2 quarts of blood pass through the liver for cleansing and detoxification. The human body possesses a little bit over a gallon and a half of blood. So if every minute quarts goes through our liver, and remember there's 4 quarts in a gallon, that means roughly every 2 or 3 minutes, our entire blood supply is being processed and filtered by our liver, which is a pretty, and just an amazing thought that our liver, which never stops filtering, never stops working, it's processing our blood supply, our entire blood supply, every couple of minutes. If someone told you that our heart was pumping that much blood through our body every couple of minutes, you'd be astounded. It's even more astonishing that that's the work our liver does. So, but what's unfortunate is we tend to think of heart-healthy diets and heart-healthy things we can do all the time. We do the same for our brain. We might even do the same for our eyes. We don't tend to think in those same terms in terms of our liver. And unfortunately, we don't, because without our liver function well, our heart, our brain, none of the other key organs on our body can even begin to function well. So it's critically important that we give some thought to what our liver requires. And what's great about our liver, its central molecular requirement and its most fundamental unique attribute that our liver possesses, not just all the hard work it does, but it makes sense because of all the hard work it does. It's the only organ in our body that can regenerate itself. And regenerating itself means that you need to focus on its principal molecular structure. That's phosphatidylcholine and other phospholipids, because this product delivers principally phosphatidylcholine, but it's also rich in phosphatidylinositol and phosphatidylethanolamine. So it really is the complete ingredient to a complete product when it comes to the ingredients that make up our liver. And our liver truly does. We need to think about heart health. Yes, we need to think about brain health, but our liver really deserves the gratitude above and beyond those other organs, as important as they are. Without our liver doing the cleansing work it does, it would be a toxic environment that those other important organs were trying to live in. So again, this is a simple and really affordable way in the large size, about $0.10 a capsule, even in the bundle, just over $0.10 a capsule, to give your liver the major thank you, the major gratitude it deserves. And I guess if there's a gift that's going around this holiday season, maybe it's giving a gift to your liver, because your liver definitely deserves it.
Andrew, what's so funny about that is I did a post right before this show and I said, hey, let's have an attitude of gratitude for what the liver does. So remember, you choose your size of choice. Most of you are going toward that 720 count size. Although I will tell you, and as much as I love Andrew, it was really the reviews that compelled me to try this. And I really want to encourage you to do do the same, read some of them. Almost perfect, all 5-star reviews. Then, of course, our liver antioxidants are coming up, but I'm just gonna jump here again, mostly because with thousands of these already spoken for, the majority of you calling are selecting both. Now remember, you can choose phosphatidylcholine on its own, PC liver, liver antioxidants on its own, both at today's specials, or you can choose either one of the bundles, in which case there were already significant savings. But if you choose those bundles, then it just takes it over the top. And I know time doesn't permit us to do all the science and all the reviews that I'd like, but even just paraphrasing with a couple of the reviews, people talk about sluggishness and brain fog, you know, feeling like yourself again. I've got energy. It's helped me tremendously. God bless you, Andrew Lessman. It works. I had liver issues. I gave these a try and it worked. My test results came back great. Also, my mind concentration and memory have improved. When my husband saw the positive changes, he started taking them too. And yes, they work. This works. It really does. Andrew's a genius and a super great guy that helps so many of us. Thank you. That's from Eleanor. And Andrew, I just wanted to sneak in a couple of those reviews because people like myself, you know, I feel like I'm a crusader for it and for you, but you know, quite often when we get maybe a negative report from the doctor and it's not curing or treating anything, we wonder, what can I do to give my body what it needs?
And a lot of us, even if our numbers look fine when we get, say, our liver enzyme numbers back, and a lot of us, they might not be in those ideal ranges. And a lot of us are concerned because we know we're taking different medications. And medications just are a significant amount of workload to our liver. And when it comes to phosphatidylcholine, it is that principal building block. If you dig into the research on phosphatidylcholine, say if you went into the National Institute of Health database that has all the science and research compiled there, and you just looked at research on phosphatidylcholine, on PC and the brain, and PC and brain function, and PC and memory, you're going to find an abundance of clinical research. And if you looked at PC and liver function, PC in the face of all the challenges that our liver has to encounter, has to deal with, you would not want to go a day without taking 1 or 2 capsules of phosphatidylcholine. It's an incredibly affordable ingredient. Its choline is absolutely essential, and phosphatidylcholine is delivered in the form that's most meaningful for our liver and also for our brain. I often get so focused on the benefits to our liver because, as I say, it's the most sort of neglected and ignored, but the hardest working organ in our body. I always say it's the Rodney Dangerfield of organs and the James Brown of organs, because I guess, and I'm dating myself, Rodney Dangerfield was the comedian who got no respect. And again, the liver is the organ that gets no respect. And then I think it was James Brown who was the hardest working man in Hollywood. And so it's the hardest working organ. So between the two, unfortunately, the liver, as much as it does, it really gets no respect, and it's working so hard. And then when we think about the brain, phosphatidylcholine, it is the principal phospholipid in our brain. We talk about how omega-3 fatty acids are critical to our brain, but they're functioning in the form of phospholipids, phosphatidylcholine being that principal phospholipid. And when we look at the functioning of the brain, you look at the relationship with phosphatidylcholine, there's an abundance of research that talks about issues such as memory, concentration, mental acuity, cognitive ability, that these are things, again, we're not talking about a treatment or a drug for dementia or anything like that. What we're talking about is just an ingredient that's a critical part of our brain functioning well and normally as we age. And I think that's what we all want. And beyond phosphatidylcholine, the other part of the bundle here, liver antioxidant extracts, that's really what fuels those regenerative, those repair processes in our liver. And again, our liver, whether you are the healthiest person in the world or the most challenged person in the world, our liver is still that hardest working organ in our body, and it deserves that opportunity to detoxify itself more effectively, to allow for better regeneration of those vital tissues. And that's what these two products do. The PC, liver and brain, when combined with the liver antioxidant extracts, because milk thistle, silymarin, milk thistle and its role in the liver, you'll find no botanical that has a greater relationship, beneficial relationship with any organ in the body. And we see the research on turmeric in the liver and turmeric in the brain. Milk thistle, it's standardized for silymarin. There's nothing that comes close to its relationship with the liver, even a better relationship than lutein and zeaxanthin with the eye. So it's critically important for the health and functioning of the liver.
Most definitely. And you know, the thing is, we talk about calcium for your bones. I mean, you know, structurally, you know, it's phosphatidylcholine. And Andrew, what's interesting is, and I know time doesn't permit us to do a lot of reviews, but you were just talking about the brain. And what's interesting about this one is, shocked me, I remembered things. As I'm now in my 60s, my memory is fading. Family and friends referred to me as a genius. However, I don't feel that way, and it is. It's hard as we get older. But when I was asked a question most people can't answer, I answered it in detail. I was extremely shocked. It's been a long time since I could recall known knowledge. A-plus product. And again, it's not curing or treating anything, but I think, Andrew, at the end of the day, we always talk about how your products are the world's finest. And remember, the information, of course, is priceless. In terms of price, this is the best price that we see all year. Andrew, you used to do it in January. You moved it up to November last year, which I'm just, attitude of gratitude or not, I'm grateful to save money on something that I take every day regardless. Right. And a lot of people say that. When they read the reviews in particular and they hear the science, it's hard to say no to this tonight.
Well, we are the manufacturer of this product. And as the manufacturer of this product, it becomes much more efficient for us to manufacture when we have these annual events. And that's why we do this. And that's why we try to find a calendar that works well for everyone, so it's predictable and you get to predictably save. Because when we get to manufacture the number of capsules that are involved with a daily event like this, it's remarkable savings. It's remarkably more efficient for us. We could purchase the raw materials more efficiently. We can manufacture the product most efficiently. And that's something that 90+% of the supplements you see out in the world, they're not even made by the company selling them. That the name you see on the label of that product is the marketing company that's selling it, but they rely on contract manufacturers. We are our own manufacturer. If we weren't, our products would look just like everybody else's. The reason why they are so different in composition, what they're made of and how they're made and their purity, is because we make all of them ourselves, right? And they're made here, unlike some of the products you see, they're made right here in America, not somewhere else where it's cheap to make them. They're made right here using solar energy. And what you see there is our highly concentrated phosphatidylcholine. It's in a soft gel capsule. It has that amber color because it's so highly concentrated. On the right, you're looking at the capsules of liver antioxidant extracts. They're all small, easy to swallow capsules that will never upset your stomach. And the capsule on the right, that's a two-piece capsule. You open it up, a yellow powder will come out. It's a yellow powder because of the combination of turmeric extract, most importantly, milk thistle extract, and then our artichoke extract, which is standardized for cinnamon. So it is a combination of the three most important botanicals for healthy detoxification of the liver. And then, of course, our PC is the most important structural, just as Shannon correctly said. As much as calcium is a critical component in our bones, phosphatidylcholine is an even more predominant and an even more critical component in our liver. But again, we think about our bones, we think about their composition, we think about our heart, we think about our brain, but we don't often give a lot of thought to the composition, the structure, the regeneration of our liver. And it's unique. Our liver can actually regenerate itself. So it's the one organ you shouldn't give up hope. It's the one organ that if we give it a little energy, a little bit of, devote a little bit of good intentions toward our liver, and more than any other organ, it has the capacity to receive those good intentions and benefit from them. And that's why if once a year, we make a little bit of an investment. Even the large size could last 1 or 2 years. Even if it's a small size, so it just lasts a few months, that's going to be a great benefit and a great opportunity. And if you do that once a year, that's much better than never doing it at all. And remember, those large sizes, you are talking about a 1 or 2 year investment. So it's a substantial investment. But it's not so substantial when you realize it lasts 2 years, and it's probably going to cost you less than $10 a month.
Well, in terms of that savings, I want you to see that again, because, you know, let's just break this down. And by the way, with thousands of these already spoken for, if you're new to HSN, give thanks, give your liver a little love, give your body some love. These are exclusive to us here at, well, for today at HSN, and of course, our sister family, QVC. But moreover, if you really want to give your body the tools that it needs to really for your best health ever, then absolutely look no further than Andrew Lessman. He makes the world's finest vitamins. We have an unconditional money-back guarantee until the end of January. We are guaranteeing Christmas delivery. So you want to put better health in someone's Christmas stocking, absolutely do this while we've got it. And that's regardless if you're choosing the PC liver or the liver antioxidants. You can choose them individually, or of course, what most of you are doing is doing the bundles. Remember, on the phosphatidylcholine, it's $120, $360, or that ginormous $720 that I just dumped into that bowl. So here's where our pricing goes, and here's your savings. But here's where it gets really interesting. Now, we're going to talk about liver antioxidants in a moment, but if you do the bundles, as an example, the 360 PC with 180 liver and the antioxidants 720 and 360. Let's just show you what that breaks down individually. Let's say you did the largest size, which is what most of you are doing. $154 just for that PC liver for the phosphatidylcholine. Your price today, $129, and then it's on a flex pay with a money-back guarantee until the end of January. Oh, I'm sorry, Andrew, yes.
What I was just going to say, when you look back when we originally did our Today Specials, and the volumes weren't very large, so we didn't have that much economies and savings. So that, say, $154 regular price, which it wasn't, it was higher, it was a higher cost per capsule. The typical savings would be about 20 or 30% on a Today Special. So today, it basically is, what do they call those? Buy one, get one free?
It is.
So it's basically, well, it's better than a buy one, get one free, because either one of those products would be over $150.
It's true.
And both of them together are $129.90. And a lot of folks have asked me why, when they read the reviews, do people talk about having more energy? There's nothing in these products that have anything to do with delivering more energy. But frankly, if your brain is working better, you're going to perceive that you have more energy. And also beyond that, when your liver is working better, and the liver is doing a better role detoxifying and dealing with all the challenges it faces in your body, the environment that your other tissues and cells and the organs, the organelles within those cells work better, so you're going to have more efficient energy production. Your heart can function better. So it's not a stretch to understand, beyond all the things we expect in terms of brain function, in terms of liver function, that it could reveal itself in terms of our just feeling better, overall feelings of well-being, in terms of energy as well.
It makes so much sense. Andrew, it's so hard for me to do this launch because, you know, I could spend over an hour on each one of these products individually because I'm such a fan.
We could, but we need to cover everything, and we have another amazing Today Special, and then we have a couple of monthly specials and seasonal specials that I'd love to go over as well.
Absolutely. Okay, so now let's give a little love to the liver antioxidants. And this is actually a product, Andrew, that I know a lot of people, including myself, asked for. People were saying, I want a, are we moving along to immune? Wow. I got to catch up here. See, it's because I've been shopping in the show. See, I'm going to blame that. And you know that's true. All right, well, we are also moving along. I was really shocked because, you know, first of all, you've been creating the world's finest vitamins for over 40 years. I'm grateful to call you friend for over 2 decades. And in that time, we've never done immune
Almost
factor.
3.
Oh, yeah, really? Really, going on 3. And yet we're aging in reverse.
Yes.
But this is something you've never done as a Today's Special. And wow, you want to talk about runaway reviews. People love this because let's be honest, when you call a product an immune support or an immune factor, there's a very high threshold of measurement for people to judge it by. So if people are raving about this, all I can tell you is you'll never find, this is the world's finest product of its type. There's nothing like it of it in the world that we're aware of. And when you hear why, what I do need you to know right away though is they are absolutely going guaranteed delivery by Christmas, and you want it not only for the best pricing in history, and the first time ever as a Today's Special, first time we've ever done, or he's ever done, because remember, he's the manufacturer, a 720 count size. Andrew, I turn the stage back over to you because once more, there is so much to talk about in such a limited amount of time.
And this is a product that I'm proud of, because it really evidences what we do that's unique. My first immune support product was called Vital Life Factors. And we're going back probably about 40 years. And because I started my company 43 years ago, our first immune product was probably about 40 years ago. It was called Vital Life Factors. It was principally vitamin C and a full B complex. And that's really the start of where our immune factors, it's the origins, the foundation. Then over the years, we added a special standardized extract of echinacea. Then we added a special standardized extract of golden seal. We now have added, for the very first time, our special blend of mushroom extracts, which is now going to be seen in a standalone product, but this is the first time everybody's getting an opportunity to get their hands on it, our new mushroom blend. We also have anthocyanin-rich black currant. We all hear about the benefits of elderberry. We chose the anthocyanins from black currant. So it truly is and has become an evolution. Those different ingredients have been added over the last 40 years. It's frightening to think I've been doing this that long. It's exciting, but frightening. But again, when you look at this product, you see the evolution that we never, as they say, sit on our laurels. We're never satisfied with making a great product at its time. We're always looking for opportunities to make it better. Witness the addition of our new special mushrooms, our blend of these mushroom concentrates. So again, there's nothing like it. The reviews really speak volumes. Shannon started off saying that when you call something immune factors, when you even mention that word, it comes with enormous expectations. And we all know when you set up expectations, people tend to be disappointed. I always like to go to a movie or something like that, not expecting to be thrilled, because then you tend to be disappointed. This is a product that, despite the expectations, it's virtually perfectly reviewed. 90% of the reviews are 5-star reviews. So if you look at the 700 plus reviews, and again, this product isn't featured very much on television. It's never been a Today Special, but almost 1,000 reviews, real reviews. And I'd say all but about 70 or 80 of those are 5-star reviews. And another 30 or 40 are 4-star reviews. So when you look at just 4 and 5-star reviews, you're at 95%. So despite the expectations, and this is the ultimate validation that we've made a very unique and special product here. It's virtually perfectly reviewed. And this is a time of year where we really need to give our body all the help it can get. We need to make good decisions in terms of our sleep, in terms of alcohol consumption, in terms of what we eat and put in our body. And this is a great way to make sure what you're putting in your body is something that's being beneficial and reinforcing all of the incredible capabilities that our immune system has if we support those capabilities, and that's what this is designed to do.
Most definitely. Again, I certainly don't want to steal any thunder from my liver products, because you know they are my favorite, as Andrew knows. There used to be a running joke around the network. It's like every host pick, I pick the liver product. They wouldn't let me do it in October because they knew that they were going to be doing a Today's Special. But here's the thing. I know if you're watching, if you're listening, if you're discovering HSN for the very first time, this might be a really lovely way to put your toe in the water, or to gift somebody with what I call better health. You know, that's what everybody wants. I mean, they say you can't put a price on it, and while there are no guarantees in life, I always feel like this at least gives my body a fighting chance. So at the best pricing in history, for the very first time as a Today's Special, I really want to encourage you to do it today. We're also, Andrew, for the very first time, is doing that 720 count. And I know you see it reflected graphically on your screen, but for an immune product to receive virtually all perfect reviews, we're on a 5-star rating system here at a 4.8 average. I mean, that's insane on an immune product. And once more, we don't have, time doesn't permit to get into both the science and how I used to buy, or I'm sorry, Andrew, go ahead.
I was just going to say, it's insane to think about that kind of percentage of reviews. It's insane on any product. Unless, of course, you go to that big retail website and you'll see a product that probably has sold 5,000 bottles, but somehow has 50,000 5-star reviews. So there are some sites in the world that, believe it or not, actually have reviews that aren't credible. But one thing about HSN, all of these reviews are credible, validated, verified reviews. They're people who've used the product. In fact, if you bought the product today for the first time, you couldn't review it until about a week or two has passed, because they want to make sure that you actually had time to use the product. So it's something that I love because it gives you that trust and credibility in these reviews, that these reviews are not something that are utilized to manipulate everyone, but instead are really intended to educate and inform. And when you read these reviews, and I mean, I have some of them on charts here, they are eloquently written. They are not some computer-generated reviews. They are eloquently written, and they're written by folks who really intend to share and either help me make a better product, because there's a lot of feedback in the reviews, or help you understand your expectations that you can have on this product. And when it comes to our immune factors, it's something, there are a lot of products. I was just in a local drugstore here, and you go down the supplement aisle, and it's just product after product after product, and even the claims on the label just are just out of this world. What we try to do with this product is fairly represented for what it contains, how uniquely it's manufactured, and also your expectations. These are not drugs. These are not medicines. These are not cures or treatments for all of the woes that we have in the world, despite the kinds of expectations other companies will have out there. But what we can expect is we have every right to place some enormous expectations on our immune system. But we can only have those expectations if we give our immune system what it needs in terms of our diet and lifestyle and supplementation to have those expectations. So that's what this product is intended to do, to give your body all the tools to support your immune system and to promote its effectiveness. And this is the time of year when we tend to be most conscious of it, and that's why it's a Today Special today.
Oh, most definitely. For the best pricing in history, as you said, and for the first time as a Today's Special. And just, Andrew, you said how eloquent your reviewers are. Here's a good example, and I love it. Andrew, I'm sorry, but I must contradict you. This is a magic pill. I've been taking immune factors for several years, but only if I needed. Now I'm taking them every day. I'm a nurse in a major hospital. I want to remain healthy. I would like to commend you, Andrew, and HSN. When people are price gouging, you've lowered your prices. Kudos. Another thing, I've been using your vitamins and supplements for over 25 years. They're the best, and I tell everyone. And Andrew, you know, part of that, obviously, one of the things that I think that reviewer was talking about that I love is I used to try to buy many of the components of this individually. In addition to great pricing, you've actually made this better than ever before, haven't you?
It's better than ever, the lowest price it's ever been. So you also get, in addition to all those botanicals and our special mushroom blend, which it's turkey tail, reishi, chaga, maitake, shiitake, cordyceps, and agaricus. And you'll be seeing that as a standalone product in the weeks to come. I just have to write the label. That's all we're waiting. They're waiting on me. And so you get some of the astragalus as well. And then you get a full B complex and vitamin C as well. But to that last review you were talking about, it's something that I've pride ourselves on, that not all of our products have we been able to keep the price the same. But I would say on 80 or 90% of our products in the last 5 years, the prices have either been the same or gone down on 80 to 90% of our products. Some products, some ingredients, they've doubled. It's crazy what's happened. But we have really gone to extreme lengths because what's been going on in the economy with energy costs and everything, it weighs on everyone. And I try to do my very best, as long as we're doing our best to support your health. I try to keep it as affordable as possible. It's something that we do and can do as a manufacturer, do our very best, and I've tried my very best. So, and I try to introduce products that even make it easier to save and to distribute whatever you're investing in your health, to distribute it and get more benefits. So again, this is a perfect example of a product. It's better than ever, higher potency than ever. It's even new exciting ingredients in terms of our mushroom complex, immune mushroom complex that's contained. And it's the first time we've done a 720 First time we've done it today special, and it's the best pricing ever, so that's kind of fun.
Okay, I have no idea where the time is going. This is scaring me a little bit. I mean, seriously, hopefully I'm not aging as quickly as the time is going by, or we're gonna be in some serious trouble here. All right, so best pricing, please take a moment to read those reviews. I mean, seriously, they read like love letters. There were some last minute adjustments to this show. By the way, if you're tuning in, this is HSN, and Andrew is our #1 brand. He is the manufacturer of the world's finest vitamins. But how about if I told you you could eat chocolate for Christmas and lower your cholesterol? Yeah, not bad. Lowering your cholesterol with the world's finest chocolate is a side benefit. This is his famous Choco Nouveau, and we can only ship it during certain times of the year because despite its heart-healthy benefits, it is creamy, it is rich, it is decadent, it's low in calorie, it's low in sugar. The blueberries you had for breakfast actually have more sugar. Andrew will talk about the science, but let's talk about the great savings as long as we are making this available. So first of all, you choose your level of cacao in the 66, the 74, the 91. And then, by the way, we do have the new cafe, which is my personal favorite. And then you choose the size of choice. Do you want 10 pieces, 10 servings, 30 servings, 60 servings, 120 or 180? Andrew, you know, this created a sensation here at HSN, not taste and otherwise. People were seeing their cholesterol drop and eating the best chocolate at the same time. It's a win-win.
It's been about 10 years since we introduced it. It can lower your total and LDL cholesterol, which are the cholesterol we'd like to see lower. It does it by making the chocolate that we deliver the most delicious dark chocolate you'll ever taste. And I've been now saying that for a decade. And all you will read in the reviews is that I didn't believe him. He makes vitamins. Why would his dark chocolate be better? And the reason why is I make vitamins. And what are vitamins? When it comes to plant-based ingredients, they're standardized extracts. What is dark chocolate? Dark chocolate is a standardized extract of cacao. So what we were able to do here is take that standardized extract of cacao, mix it with an ingredient that makes it have the creaminess of milk chocolate. So we avoided all of the dry bitterness of typical dark chocolate, made it more creamy, lower your cholesterol. So the thing that made it heart healthier made it more delicious, which just is, again, Mother Nature at her very best. So there's nothing like this. There's no better gift you can give anyone, because chocolate is one of those things you give around the holidays. So our chocolate, and that's interestingly enough, that's the cholesterol lowering ingredient. It looks like fat because it behaves like fat, but it behaves like a fat that blocks the absorption of cholesterol, blocks the reabsorption of bile salts. So it lowers our total and LDL cholesterol. And whether you want our 66, 74, 91, 66 is like milk chocolate, 91 is almost pure dark, extreme dark chocolate. 74 is our most popular, it's right in the middle. You can get any of them with our cafe version, which just gives it a little crunchy hint of taste of cafe. So there's nothing like these anywhere in the world. No one comes close. There's no dark chocolate that tastes as good. And I'm talking about the most finicky chocolate lovers from France. And I spent plenty of time in France. They all can't believe that the best tasting chocolate they get comes from a vitamin company in America. So we get our dark chocolate from South and Central America. I believe where the best chocolate comes from, even better than the chocolate in Africa or in Asia. It just gives you that richness without the bitterness, but it gives you all the protective compounds. And what we need to remember also, chocolate on its own is probably the most concentrated source of beneficial protective compounds in our diet. So even if you don't eat my chocolate, dark chocolate is the choice when it comes to delivering those protective compounds. Our dark chocolate gives you all that wonderful melt in your mouth deliciousness of milk chocolate, but with the benefits and the richness of dark chocolate. And it's basically a Today Special pricing for this month.
It is indeed. And, you know, again, you can't make a bad decision here. Hey, something you might like to know if you are new, not only really best pricing outside of the Today's Special that Andrew does in April, but it really is, for lack of a better term, like a Today's Special. I will tell you this, there's still a money-back guarantee, believe it or not, until the end of January, and guaranteed delivery by Christmas. So if you want to put, even if it's just like a little, you know, square of chocolate for the person who's been going overtime, delivering the packages, you know, to your house. This is so thoughtful. And then, as I keep saying, those cholesterol lowering properties, it's like a side benefit. And Andrew, that's the thing that's so crazy about this, is something that's low in calorie, low in sugar, this amazing mouth-forward feel. When we first started doing your Cholesterol, and I know you remember this better than anyone because you went through it, we had to kind of dance around the idea, you know, helps keep things in a normal range. We're talking about measurable improvements. You read the reviews on this too, lowering your cholesterol. And then Andrew, the other thing about this that it makes me think of are those, certainly it partners with whatever things your doctor is doing, but unlike a lot of the ads that you see for cholesterol lowering drugs, and this partners easily with whatever you're doing with your doctor, you don't see huge disclaimers, you know, puppies and butterflies and, you know, all these things like, but that's when they run the little crawl to be afraid of.
There's no side effects. And what makes the ingredient in Cholesterol, in Choco Nuvo, in our Ultimate Oatmeal, what makes it unique in terms of natural dietary supplement ingredients is we can talk in terms of lowering total and LDL cholesterol. Typically, what you have to say with an ingredient like omega-3s, it helps to support healthy cholesterol levels already in the normal range. This will help them get into that normal range. These behave in a natural way, but have the kind of function that we think of in terms of a medication or drug. They work perfectly with statin drugs. Those are the most typical cholesterol-lowering drugs. Even bile sequestrants works perfectly with those. Even what are they called? The PCSK9 inhibitors, another class of drugs that are injectable drugs for cholesterol reduction, works perfectly with those. This is just Mother Nature delivering a forgotten tool that's unbelievably effective in lowering total and LDL cholesterol, but comes without consequence or side effects. So and when it comes to chocolate, you get all the wonderful health benefits of the richest source of protective compounds in our diet. So what's not to love in this time of year? To give someone a gift of a handful of these, a little gift bag that contains Choco Nuvo, you'll give them the most delicious chocolate they've ever had, and you'll give them heart health at the same time. And if it's something they keep up, then nothing better than to keep your friends or loved ones healthy. And that's exactly what our Choco Nuvo does.
Absolutely. Read those reviews. I mean, no kidding, where people talk about, you know, a measured improvement. And hey, you get to eat the world's finest chocolate. So remember, when Andrew does a special, especially on the Choco Nuvo, because it's not always in stock, we can only really ship it because of that creaminess and that beautiful melt in your mouth feel during select months of the year. So 'tis the season for giving lower cholesterol. That's what it's all about. And then as a side benefit, it also happens to be wildly tasty. Remember, you choose how many piece count, you know, how many servings, and then you choose your level of cacao. And by the way, that now includes on the cafe. So your 66, your 74, or Andrew, I think that the 91, I think is the most popular. Now we're moving
74.
to some, oh, is it the 74?
74 is the most popular, but the 91, despite being almost pure, super dark chocolate, it's the second most popular. I would have thought in America, where we all love milk chocolate, the 66 would be the overwhelming favorite. But surprisingly, it's 74, 91, 66, because the 74, 91, what people don't like about dark chocolate isn't so much the richness. They don't like the bitterness and the dryness. Ours melts in your mouth, it's never dry, and it's not bitter, it's just rich. So you don't have to worry about our 74 or 91.
It's true. Hey, something that we don't get a lot of time to talk about is, of course, your famous oatmeal or the oat bran. I personally prefer the bran, but I love the oatmeal as well. A lot of times I'll add that to a smoothie. And wonderful pricing. I'll just scoot along here real quickly. You choose the oatmeal or Andrew's Ultimate Oat Bran. Like I said, you can't make a mistake because it's on special pricing for the winter or holiday winter season. Andrew, I have to give thanks to you for this too. My niece We have to be cautious about gluten now. She's very gluten sensitive. And there are so many things that make this different than the oatmeal people are used to seeing, isn't it?
Well, whether you choose the oatmeal or oat bran, I prefer the oat bran. Oat bran has a little more protein. Oat bran has a little more fiber. Oat bran is even more effective, a little higher levels of beta-glucan, even more effective at lowering cholesterol. But when it comes to the typical benefits of lowering cholesterol that comes from oatmeal or oat bran, our oatmeal or oat bran multiplies. It doesn't increase a certain percent, but it multiplies that cholesterol lowering power by probably 3, 4, or 5 times. So, and our oatmeal or oat bran is going to be fresher. Our oatmeal or oat bran is going to be creamier. And again, even though oats don't contain gluten naturally, because of the way grain is transported and stored in the United States, it gets contaminated by the gluten from wheat. So it actually, when we first came out with this product many years ago, oat bran and oatmeal that were gluten-free didn't exist. And it was something that we had to push very hard to find, and eventually we found. So now our oatmeal and oat bran, of course, is gluten-free. There are some other companies around that have actually achieved that as well, but they have never done what we've done, which is add our special cholesterol-lowering ingredient, which only improves, just like our Choco Nuvo. So the perfect way to enjoy this for breakfast, or even to use it to cook muffins and things like that, or pancakes. And then during the day, you could use your Choco Nuvo with lunch, Choco Nuvo with dinner, and then you truly get an opportunity to substantially lower total and LDL cholesterol by 15, 20% or more. So it really is an amazing opportunity to have a wholesome breakfast, to deliver the wonderful cholesterol lowering benefits of oatmeal, but to do it many times more effectively than any other oat bran or oatmeal in the world, not even close.
Well, and again, once more, rave reviews on oatmeal and on oat bran. 4.7-star customer pick rating. Everything that Andrew does is a customer pick. And I again, just find any product during this show to put your toe in the water, or go to hsn.com and try the world's finest vitamins. You do the oat bran, the 30, the 60, the 90, the 180. Wow, those are big savings on that 180. And then also on the ultimate oatmeal, remember 30, 60, 90, 180. Andrew, it's on the largest sizes that we get the cookbook as well, right? I think
right.
on the 180.
Yeah, that's Muriel's cookbook. That it doesn't just, we all know how to make oatmeal or oat bran, whether we make it on the stovetop or in the microwave, but Muriel has a cookbook that gives you all sorts of yummy little ways, whether it's even her meatballs or things like that, where you get all the wonderful heart-healthy benefits of our oatmeal and oat bran. As you can see, there's the oatmeal muffins. So I'm reading that there. So it's just, and her nutty granola. So a great way to enjoy the benefits of oatmeal and oat bran. And so you get the heart-healthy benefits of our product as well throughout the day.
I buried the lead, faux fried chicken. Sign me up
yes,
for that.
It's pretty yummy.
Seriously. All right, again, we're gonna try and sneak in one more quickie here. Of course, don't forget, if you are channel surfing, Andrew had not 1 or 2, but 3 today's specials. You will see an encore airing of this hour, and then of course, Andrew will be back later in the day. But remember that today's special pricing is exactly what it means. 1 day only pricing, whether you're doing phosphatidylcholine, liver antioxidants, the bundle, or immune. Now, speaking of immune, or I always say, they say happy wife, happy life. Well, I say happy gut, happy life. Because let's be honest, especially this time of year, you might find that little biome, they talk about the mind-gut connection. I know Dr. Amen, Andrew's friend, talks about that. This is something that, of course, Andrew has been in the news a lot, but once more, you do the finest of the friendly flora that we all need to have, regardless of, what we're doing in our lives, to keep things, in balance.
And when it comes to, you just said about being, a happy gut, happy life, that it's more than just sort of, well, if your stomach feels well, that you're going to be relatively happy. It's much more complicated than that, or much more straightforward than that. That when it comes to some of these neurochemicals in our body, like serotonin, which is often referred to as sort of a feel-good chemical, a feel-good hormone in our body. But when we think about serotonin, what we don't think about is the fact that it's not made by our body. It's in our body, not made by our body. Most of us would think it's made by our brain. Nope, It's not made by our brain. It doesn't share that with other neurochemicals. It's made principally by the organisms that inhabit our gut. So these organisms that live in us, they live in us so closely related to us that it's almost as if they are part of us, but they rely on us, those friendly flora, they really rely on us to treat them well, to truly be friendly. And if we treat them well and they're truly friendly and happy, then so are we. I've talked about the science constantly. It's straightforward that these organisms are critical for a healthy digestive system. They're critical for a healthy immune system. So nothing is a more perfect partner with our immune factors today special than our ultimate friendly flora today. But when we look at these organisms, we look at their genetic composition. If we look at our genetics, we could look at our genetics as we know today and get a pretty good idea about our health risks, our disease risks, things like that. We have a good sense of what our genetics implies for our future. But what's interesting, if scientists and experts look at the genetics of the organisms living inside you, beyond your genetics, they can tell more about you and your future health risks by looking at the genetics of the organisms living inside you than by looking at your genetics. If someone were to tell me that, I'm going to carefully select the genetics of the organisms living inside me. And that's exactly how we went about selecting the genetics of the organisms in this product. And the whole concept behind these products, or eating things like yogurt, the fermented foods that contain these organisms, is we want to select the organisms that are associated with the health benefits we seek. And that's exactly what we do with Ultimate Friendly Flora. It's the research is abundant, the research is crystal clear. We don't have to get cute with all these organisms that are for all these different health maladies. All we know and all we want are the organisms that are associated with a healthy functioning microbiome, a healthy gut-brain axis, the things that really support, and the organisms we know that support that good health that we seek.
Well, and again, you read those reviews and you'll understand. I'll just do the pricing one more time. 30, 60, 90, 180, significant savings. But, you know, I think it's important that I say, I know the information is priceless, but truly nobody makes a product like this. I mean, yes, you can find people talking about flora, but Andrew does it in a way that's just so respectful of that biome and supporting you in the way that you want. I mean, at this pricing, it's irresistible. It's something that you should really, in my own opinion, you should do. Do it for you, do it for your health. And even if you read some of those reviews, gut instinct, I love that play on words. Gut instinct said, buy this, trust your gut. I've used a wide variety of flora pre or probiotics for years. My stomach and gut never actually felt better. I respect and trust Andrew. I watch him each time he's on like it's my job. I listened to my gut and bought this product. Ah, what a help it is, indeed. Finally, no lingering discomfort after meals, and I feel like myself again. As I gloat, no more bloat. Yay me. I'll try to.
That's great.
I mean, that's adorable. Great quality probiotic. I've been taking Friendly Flora since Andrew first launched the product at HSN. Love this probiotic. I have my entire family taking Friendly Flora and other of Andrew's supplements. I know I can trust Andrew to make quality supplements, which gives me peace of mind that I'm getting the very best for my money. A great investment in my health. Thanks, Andrew and HSN. My best ever 83-year-old mother started taking this several years ago. Now she won't be without it. I take it, my husband, my brother, my cousin, we're all taking this. It helps your gastrointestinal tract like nothing else. You get an added bonus if you take the Fiber Mucil, which I think is also on special right now along with it. And you must take as stated on the label, and it works. Andrew will have to build a wing on his factory just for my family. Oh, those are cute.
And you read those reviews, and there's no doubt that those reviews were written by real people and having real experiences. And that's what these products are. We make these products for you. We had to adapt. For 20 years, I wanted to make a probiotic from the day I started my company. But it took over 20 years before you could make a probiotic that delivered the ingredients that were stable at the normal shipping temperatures and at room temperature. It took a couple of decades. We had to be patient. Other companies chose to make products that weren't stable and wouldn't deliver benefits. So It was a patient process for us, but again, 43 years of making supplements, we make supplements that work. And we weren't going to introduce a probiotic product, a product like this, until we were absolutely certain it was going to deliver an incredible result. And that's exactly what this product is. It's another product that has evolved probably a dozen times in the 20 years that we've had it available.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, here's another one, a daily must. Thank you, Andrew. We all need this in our tummy to keep it just right. Been taken for years. Easy to swallow. That's something we didn't spend a lot of time on in this show. No aftertaste. I feel great. With all my stomach problems, it makes me feel great. Thank you, Andrew and HSN. And Andrew, that is something that we didn't get to spend a lot of time on during this show, is especially when we talk about these living colonies, it's extra important.
I mean, if you were to just lean over and blow there, it disappears. And that's because when it comes to a probiotic product, some companies put them in gummies, some put them in tablets, some put them in liquids. Liquids are not the friend of a probiotic product because liquids basically can promote hydrolysis and other issues. That product is like dust because we want it to combine with the food that you've eaten when you take this. And because the goal is, just like if you bought great seeds to plant in your field, these are the seeds that you want to plant in your field of your digestive system, and you want them to establish themselves because they are the organisms that are associated with the health benefits we all seek. So it's designed to work. It's not just designed to satisfy label claim, and then we put it in a rock hard tablet or a gummy. It's designed to work and deliver benefits.
It is indeed. Andrew, I don't know where the time went. Do we have time to just do a little reminder about today's special, Rick?
Sure. We could mention maybe the PC liver and brain and liver antioxidant extracts.
Absolutely.
Or they're coming up. They're going to come back at 1 a.m., I guess.
That's true. See, you know, I'm not used to being on repeat. Usually I'm on mute. Well, Andrew.
Well, no one's muting you, hopefully, tonight, Jen. They're muting me.
Never, never, never. Oh, I miss your face. It's always good to see you, at least this way.
Great to see you in the studio one of these days. I'll be back.
Absolutely. Andrew, thank you again for a fabulous start to our day. It's going to be a super Sunday, fun day for sure. Hey, in case you are channel surfing, if you missed details on our not 1 or 2, but 3 today's specials, then just sit tight because we've got an encore presentation of my favorite product that Andrew's been making, head and shoulders above anything else you've ever seen. In fact, here